everyone, I'm Kaitlin.
And I am Jillian.
And we are the hosts of the OK Drama podcast.
We're two friends recap and break down K-dramas one episode at a time.
Woo!
Woo! Lumen is very excited outside the room right now.
I can hear it. Also, Baby Miles, meaning my cat baby, not a human baby. He was also crying before I walked in here. Followed me to the door, and I had to do the foot thing where I kind of put a foot in the face.
Yeah, he's at the door right now. I'm hoping he gets bored and carries on with his evening.
All right. Well, guys, thank you for joining us to cover episodes 7 and 8 of Lovestruck in the City.
Yes, episodes 7 and 8. Not 5 and 7.
As I was watching episode 7, I was like, I get how she wouldn't be super confused as to, like, what happened in episode 6. Like, she didn't really miss much.
Yeah.
But a lot happens in episode 7 and 8, so...
Yes. That's why at the end, when you were done, last time, I was like, what about this, though?
What about everything?
I thought that was kind of a big thing.
So yeah, I'm excited to talk about these episodes. I feel like I have some maybe not so hot takes, but I definitely have some takes.
Okay.
On some people.
I'm excited to hear them.
Cool. But before that, guys, if you could please rate and review our podcast, that'd be so awesome.
Please.
It's, like, pretty easy, because I rate and review other podcasts a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And if I can figure it out, I think a lot of people can figure it out.
It's just what you do when you like a pod.
Yes. 5 stars, please.
Mm-hmm.
And you can tweet us at OKDramaPod and hang out with us on Instagram at OKDramaPodcast. And if you like us so much that you just need more bonus episodes, you can join our Patreon. It's, like, pretty affordable. You get bonus episodes every month. We're doing Kim's Convenience, and we've done Sky Castle, and what's that one? The creepy one?
Strangers from Hell.
Strangers from Hell. Andrew and Jill are doing another creepy one.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet Home.
Sweet Home.
So, fun
it's
stuff.
Not a very sweet home. Just spoiler.
Yeah, I figure.
It's not that sweet.
I've seen the promos, and I'm okay with monster movies, usually, but that just seems like, ooh, I don't know.
Yeah, because there's a bit of, like, gore and a lot of blood out of holes. You'll hear it when you edit our episodes.
I look forward to it. But yeah, Patreon's fun. Also, we have an Etsy where you can get, like, cute pins and patches and stickers. And they're, like, high quality stickers that you could put, like, on a laptop or, I don't know, street pole.
Yeah, they're supposed
weather
to be
resistant.
Like, yeah.
So
up to a certain extent, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, but they're fun. They're cool.
Yeah, definitely recommend.
And we have affiliate links with Daebak Box and Fashion Chingu, so you can get a cute little something, and we get a small little commission, which just, like, helps pay for our domain and the hosting, the host,
and all that good stuff.
All the, like, not fun behind the scenes stuff that,
you
know, they're fun times.
Keeps things going.
Exactly. So that's it. Just blasting through this housekeeping corner so we can get into 7 and 8. Because this is honestly the first time for this show where I was like, oh, I really want to watch the next episode.
Yeah, pretty wild.
Yeah.
It's finally starting to pick up here. Midway through.
All right. Shall we jump in?
Yes.
Okay.
We shall. We're going to start with episode 7. I'm quite familiar with this one already.
Cool.
Netflix says, I'll forget it. I'll throw it away. Jaewon drunkenly visits the police station to file another report on Suna, the thief who stole his cameras and his heart.
Oh, Jaewon. Sweet baby.
All right, so episode 7 starts in the police station. Son Young is there, fighting with another ex-boyfriend, and I'm like, man, girl, get a grip.
I know.
Like, maybe stop buying your boyfriend's clothes. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like maybe she just buys them clothes so she can have this moment.
So she can take them away.
Yeah.
It's really silly and petty. But she's there. And this is when I started getting confused, honestly, last episode, when you were talking about the police station. And you started talking about Jaewon, and I was like, wait, no, because it started with Son Young. He wasn't there at first, and then he showed up. So she's fighting with her boyfriend, blah, blah, blah. And then Jaewon shows up, and he's crying about a camera thief. And the police officer, played by Minho, is back, and we see that he is familiar with Jaewon. And apparently, poor little Jaewon is a regular and cries often about how Sona, aka Uno, took his cameras. Mm-hmm. And he's like, see, you did it on this day and on this day and on this day, and we all know you.
He has a little index of notebooks, like, yes. It's crazy.
So silly.
Uh-huh.
And then we also get a flashback of Son Young being mean to Kanggon about having female friends, and she admits that she isn't worried about Rini, but she doesn't trust Uno. Rini and Uno think Son Young is cool but crazy. Mm-hmm. And this was like another moment that I was like, wait, why didn't this get talked about? I'm just going to keep referring to the moments in my head where I was like, huh, I saw that, right?
Did I make this up?
There's like a scene where he's at some coffee place or restaurant or something, and she's confronting him about the girls and wanting him to choose, and he's like, well, you're my girlfriend and they're my friends. I don't know what you want me to tell you. And they're like watching from outside, and they're like, oh my god, what's gonna happen? And then she takes his backpack and she sees the girls out there, and they both get fucking terrified, and she's just like, I'm not worried about you guys.
Yeah.
We're cool.
Yeah. She's like, women shouldn't fight over men. And they're like, oh, she's so cool. But scary.
Scary.
Also, so did you watch episode 6?
I skimmed through it.
Okay. Because I was thinking, like, so you didn't get to see, like, Reni and what's-his-face, Kyung-jun's little love story then, right? Or was that in episode 5?
Like when they first start dating?
Well, yeah, because he, like, when he, like, goes with her to all those blind dates and is, like, telling her through the window, like, no, don't date him, or, like, yeah, he's good.
No, I saw the breakup scene.
Okay.
The breakup get back together scene in episode 5.
Okay, yeah. That reminded me of this. I was like, is she just, like, doing all these little blind date things where she... Because it was kind of cute because he basically was, like, in the friend zone. And he was, like, helping her get out of blind dates that weren't going well. And then she was like, I realized that I just liked going on those dates so I could hang out with him and, like, plan, like, a little mission. But anyway.
He was my date the whole time.
Yeah.
The next morning, Uno, Kanggon, Reni, and Kyung-jun are having brunch, and Kyung-jun gets a call to pick up Jaewon from the police station. And this was the part where they were dancing.
Yes.
Really funny. And that was probably, like, my favorite scene of this whole series so far, quite honestly. Kyung-jun berates Jaewon and confiscates his liquor, calling him an alcoholic.
Which probably, yeah,
I would say he definitely has a problem if he's gone to the police station that many times and does not remember it. Uno overhears Kyung-jun talking to the police about Jaewon and starts to feel bad. Both Uno and Jaewon decide it's time to throw out their couple surfboards, And Uno reluctantly gives the surfboard away to the guy at, like, the center to get rid of stuff.
Yeah, it's like the city bulk
disposal
whatever.
area, yeah. And they seem like they're both going to the same place.
Yes. It's like so frustrating.
Yeah, and you're like, they're almost about to be reunited with the same fucking surfboard.
Uh-huh.
Like, come on. Who decides to throw surfboards away at the exact same moment? But she reluctantly gives the surfboard to this guy who's like, I'll take it off your hands.
Yeah.
And she almost doesn't let him.
You don't have to pay, so I'm doing you a favor. Just give it to me. She was like,
let go. So she reluctantly gives hers away. Jaewon ultimately decides to hold on to his. Mm-hmm. And he, like, hauls it back to his office, and Kyungjun is just like, oh, God, this guy.
Yeah. Kyungjun is over it.
Uh-huh. And he thinks he's a liar and an alcoholic, and he just thinks his cousin's a fucking wreck, honestly.
Yes.
And then Jaewon realizes that his black box camera in his car caught Sona/Uno when he almost hit her. And so this was the scene when, like, it flashed back or something, and she, like, jumped in front of the car. And that was the first I had seen of that happening. But then you had seen it, obviously, in episode 6.
Yes.
I was like, I don't remember that. I don't remember her running out of the room. So he decides, oh, shit, like, I can prove that she is real. I did see her. I did not make it up. I'm not crazy. This is something that's bothering me. I actually saw her. So Jaewon drags Kyungjun back to where he parked his car. And, of course, the car has been towed. And we see that Uno was the one who called to get it towed.
So shitty.
I know. Just admit you dated him and you broke it off.
I know. I want to know what is so bad. Like,
yeah.
What did she do that was so bad that, like, she can't just be like, so this is me, and this is embarrassing, but, like, if she's been friends with these people since kindergarten, like, you would think that they would be understanding of her.
And also, like, honey, you're on a show.
Right.
Talking about everything. Are your friends not gonna watch it?
Yeah, and your friends are a part of the show, so...
Yeah, I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't either. Like, but anyway. Let's get into episode 8, because...
Yes.
Okay, the title is Love is Supposed to Be Crazy. I guess. Not that I guess, that's me, Kaitlin. Desperate to get over Sona, Jaewon seeks help and talks about the time she appeared in his dream. He catches her off guard at their meeting place. Okay, so we're basically starting off where 7 ended, and Jaewon and Kyungjun go get the car from, like, the impound, whatever. But then Jaewon discovers that the memory card is gone, and Kyungjun admits that he took it out a few days prior. And the cousins fight, and he's like, I'm not crazy! And Kyungjun's like, if you had listened to me, you would have put in another memory card, and, like, just back and forth. Ultimately, like, it escalates, and Kyungjun leaves the car. He's like, screw you, I'm walking. And then he, like, plays a prank and, like, makes Jaewon pay some children to get his car keys back. I just feel bad if everyone's shitting on Jaewon so much. I'm like, this poor man, like, yes, he's a little much sometimes, but he's not crazy, and he was in love, and his cousin is not being very supportive.
Yeah, everyone's making him seem like he's crazy, overreacting. Does this girl even exist? Sort of thing. Yeah. Was she ever real? Like, it's a mess.
Yes, but as we see, Jaewon and Uno have a back and forth through their interviews, and just kind of, like, talking about their relationship. Like, Jaewon keeps saying that he doesn't have closure, and, like, one, he just wants his cameras back because, like, they're sentimental and expensive. And they're his property, so he's owed his cameras back. But also, like, as we see, like, Uno she barely broke up with him. It was just more like, this relationship never happened, almost.
Yeah.
And not like, these are the reasons why, or whatever. So he's like, I just want closure, and I just want everyone to know, like, I'm a catch. So
yeah, and she, like, made shit up. I was only with you to steal your cameras, like...
Yeah. It's...
my God.
And it was a voicemail. It wasn't even, like, we're on the phone together. Uno, though, insists that, like, there's nothing more to talk about. Like, they had a clean breakup. And I'm like, in what universe? No, like, you're just saying that to make yourself feel better. Like, it wasn't clean at all. Like, you left him hanging, and you didn't even give him a chance to, like, talk out his feelings. Like, I think that's the thing, too. Like, maybe if they had even just talked on the phone, if he had been able to say what he felt in that moment to her, like...
Yeah.
Anyway, so Sun Young, on the other hand, appears to still be hung up on Kangwon. Like, she doesn't follow him, but she follows Uno's marketing Instagram. And she watches videos of Kangwon eating pizza, and she's just, like, basically talking shit about Uno. And, like, how she doesn't trust her, and it's, like, very threatening because she's at a shooting range.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
That's a little weird.
Yeah, so, I mean, I guess the good thing is, like, guns aren't legal in Korea, so she probably couldn't actually shoot her. But, yeah, she's a lot. And I also want to know, like, did Uno do something? Because I feel like Son Young, or whatever her name is, yeah. I feel like she could be the jealous type, but obviously, like, Rin-yi, she's, like, doesn't consider her a threat. I guess, one, because she's been in a long-term relationship, but I guess, you know, I just feel like, did Uno do something to, like, really make Son Young feel this way, or is she just crazy? Or, you know, Kangwon, he could have been at fault, too. Like, I'm blaming it on the girls, but he could have done something bad, too, so.
Yeah. I don't know.
I want to see that triangle get resolved. Okay. So, like we were saying, Jaewon starts to wonder if he's crazy, because also all these people are, like, in the chat or whatever are giving him shit. And Kyungjun keeps, like, insisting that Jaewon was hallucinating when he saw Uno/Sona. And so he goes to get, like, a psychiatric consultation to see, like, am I actually crazy? Like, what's happening to me? And, of course, like, the worst case scenario, like, he runs into a fucking friend from school, and he's like, no, I'm here for my cousin, and I just wanted to check the place out. Because he's like, I'll see you, it's fine, like, you don't go to another doctor, come to me. And then it just ends up, like, them going out for drinks, and that guy just being, like, a fucking wreck and getting drunk.
Yes.
So stupid.
Oh my God. It was such a weird scene.
Yeah. When he's
and
like...
also, no, like, you shouldn't see your friend as a patient, I feel like.
No, absolutely not. Especially
for
not,
psychiatry
like,
stuff.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, maybe if you're, like, broken ankle and your friend's a doctor.
dentist.
Yes, but not in the mind. Those
are things that, like, friends shouldn't get involved in, I feel like.
Right. I think that's, like, an ethical thing, too. Like, I'm pretty sure you're not allowed to do that with people you know. Anyway, so the friend gets drunk, and then Jaewon, I guess, is talking to the camera, and he reveals, like, that he thinks he hallucinated or maybe saw Sona in a dream. And then Uno reveals that it wasn't a dream. And this is where, like, she's losing me. I mean, I was never really on her side, but after this, I'm like, no, you fucking suck. Like, you are a shitty person. Because basically, we see that Uno has been keeping tabs on Jaewon to a certain extent. She sees him, like, just heartbroken, drunk as a skunk in a bar, and she goes up to him, and she, like, sits down at his table while he's, like, semi-passed out. She touches his ring. He wakes up. He thinks it's a dream, because he's so drunk, and he can't believe she's in front of him. And so they have this, like, very vulnerable exchange, like, I guess the closure that he would want, talking about, like, basically why, he asks her, like, why she left, and she tells him to just forget about her, and, like, their wedding was a joke, and he tells her, like, it wasn't a joke to me, and he brings up a good point, which is, if this was all a joke to you, why did you ask me to stay? And I'm like, this is true. Obviously, she felt something for him where she wouldn't have wanted him to stay around. And they're, like, both crying, and I was like, this is a very touching scene. Like,
yeah.
I liked that.
When he, like, puts his head on her shoulder.
Yes.
And then he has her do the same to him, and it's very sad.
Yes, it's, like, so much heartbreak, because they both clearly want to be together, but for whatever reason, they're not. She's not letting them.
But why, though?
Yeah, but then she just, like, leaves, and she just lets him think that he's crazy. And to me, I'm just like, how can you let someone think they're crazy?
Yeah.
Like, you need to find, you don't want your cousin or your friends to know, but just be like, just tell Jaewon, like, you're not crazy, I'm a shitty person, like, I'm sorry, here your camera's back, like, even if you, like, didn't want to talk to him, like, you could probably set up, like, a drop-off location or something.
Yeah.
But, like, Jesus. I don't know.
And to approach him when he's so drunk also, and is definitely not in the right headspace to have any sort of, like, closure conversation, but to try to convince him to have closure, like...
Yes.
That's not gonna work.
Yeah, like a subliminal message, like, I'm going in your subconscious. But it, like, also killed me when he was just, like, trying to talk, like, about their friends. Like, oh, did you hear that they moved to South Africa or wherever the fuck? And it just, like, they have stuff in common. Like, they had, like, a shared life experience. So they have stuff to talk about. And I'm just like... And he's like, I sent them so many emails looking for you. I'm like, Jesus, it's so sad.
And they were probably like, oh my god, Jaewon is emailing us again.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened to that girl.
I know, seriously. Okay. So, she splits. He's sad and drunk again. So, present day Uno decides it's time that she gave the cameras back to Jaewon. And she decides to go to the police station. Like, I guess I was saying, like, you can drop it off somewhere. But then she sees, like, the cops come out, and she kind of chickens out because I guess she doesn't want to get in trouble, or I don't know. Like, it's just a lot, I guess. Like, here are cameras. Yeah.
Maybe she's, like, known for something else.
Oh, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe she's wanted for something else. I don't know. Maybe her name is not Sona or Uno, but something else.
She has a third alias.
Yes.
So, she's, like, all sad and walking over to the stream, like, little bridge thing where they were supposed to meet. Also, that looks so pretty.
That
does. Little area. I'm like, oh, it's so nice. Okay. So, as luck would have it, she sees Jaewon, or as unluck would have it, and he sees her, and he's like, wait! And so a chase ensues. She's very fast, because I feel like he's a fast runner and could catch up to her quite quickly. But she's tailing it, and I think he only really catches up to her because, like, she runs into someone or something. And he catches her as she falls, and, like, clearly he still really cares about her because he's, like, checking to make sure she's okay. Blah, blah, blah. I think the police at some point also joined the chase because he's, like, yelling after her, and those police officers are good and, like, I guess would help people.
And there may be like, oh my god, maybe we can get him to stop visiting us.
Oh yeah, because those are the police officers that
if we get his fucking cameras back.
Yes. And I know they're like, do you not go to any other police stations? So yeah. So they're, like, all together, and it's, like, really awkward, and then the officer puts cuffs on Uno and says that she's under arrest for stealing Jaewon's cameras, and everyone's like, what? End of the episode.
So good.
Yes. So.
Best thing to happen to an ex. They get arrested. Perfect karma.
But also it's like, this isn't what I want, but also, thank you for stopping her.
Otherwise, she would have kept running.
Exactly, yeah. If it were me, I would have just left the camera bag and been like, here, and then run away.
Thrown the camera at him as a distraction, and then, like, fucking hidden in a bush or something.
Like PUBG?
Yes. Just go somewhere where you're not going to be seen.
Yeah. Ugh. So, those are some fun episodes.
Yeah, we were left on a little cliffhanger here.
Yeah. Do you have any fashion?
I liked what what's her name was wearing. The one that doesn't like Uno.
Oh, Son Young?
Yeah, Song Young. In the first episode 7, when she's at the police station, she was wearing, like, a sweater or something or other.
Oh, like a sweater vest kind of a thing?
Yeah, and it had, like, a big collar.
Yeah.
That was a nice, comfy-looking outfit.
Yeah, she definitely has the best style out of everyone.
Yes, agreed. She's very cool, but just, a little much.
Yeah, not a big fan of her personality.
Yeah, I couldn't be friends with her.
No. I feel like I am more of a Renyi, like, she's great, but, like, yikes.
Yes. She looks cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't have a lot either. I'm just same thing every week. They're normal people, so they don't dress that great.
Yeah.
Do you have an I love you?
I would say that drunken scene when he puts his head on her shoulder.
Yes.
Because it's just very vulnerable and just, like, I just missed you so much.
Yes, and, like, the look in his eyes is so good. Like, I feel like that was maybe some of his best acting that I've seen him do.
Yeah, it was, like, exactly what this poor character has needed. All this time, just to have someone sit there with him and comfort him.
Yes.
And make him feel better after this breakup.
Yes.
Because it doesn't seem like anyone did that.
I know.
It seems like he got home and he was excited about this new relationship, but didn't ever hear from her. And just told himself, well, she doesn't have a phone. I'll just see her when I see her on that day. And then got the phone call, and it's just been shit ever since. Yeah.
And I feel like does he not have anyone to just,
seem like he does.
Pat him on the back or just be like, it's okay, dude. Like, I'm sorry, but.
Yeah. It seems like he just works and used to take photos, but maybe doesn't anymore.
Because he doesn't have any cameras.
He doesn't have any cameras. And the ones he does, he's probably too depressed to take photos.
Yeah, that's why he keeps changing the layout on that house.
Yes.
People keep getting mad at him.
Yes. He's just, like, overworking himself to try to compensate for the bad feelings he's having.
It's like overwork and then overdrink and then make friends at a police station.
And then do it all over again.
Poor Jaewon. But yeah, after, like I was saying, after these sets of episodes, I was like, you know what? fuck you, Uno. Like, you suck. I'm sorry.
She does suck.
Like,
she does.
Unless you have a very good excuse, I don't forgive you for, like, being so shitty to him. So
yeah,
shitty.
And you can absolutely decide, like, I'm not into this relationship. I don't want to be with this person after all. Like, this is too much. This is more than I wanted. You know? And that's totally valid and fine. But own up to it and tell the person.
Yes.
And be honest, you know? And
yes.
I feel like her whole way of handling this entire situation has been kind of wild and just ridiculous.
Yeah, it's, like, really immature. And I like how she, like, when they have their little drunk meetup where he's drunk, and she, like, asks him about the ring, and she's like, why are you still wearing it? And he's like, you told me to never take it off. Never, ever. And I'm like, she did. Again, like, she's kind of the catalyst for this whole relationship.
Absolutely.
And I feel like it's really shitty that she is the one who gave away the surfboard. That he made her.
Yes.
And then, like, again, I get it. Like, you're trying to just move on, get a fresh start. But I'm also, like, he made that for you. And, like, I'm sure that was, like, really expensive. And a lot of hard work went into that. And I just feel like, even if, I don't know, I just feel like it would be a cool thing to have. And, like, obviously it wasn't invading too much of her space. Like, she had a spot for it. But,
yeah.
I mean, I get that you don't want remnants of, like, a past relationship. But also, fuck. Like, again, you should have given that back to him or something, you know?
Yeah.
And let him throw it away. Or let him give it away. 'Cause, yeah. I don't know. I feel like she's convincing herself to, like, be a bad person. Like, deep down she knows that what she's doing is shitty. But she's just like, no, this is just me. Like, I gotta do this. Like,
absolutely.
You don't, though. Well, anyway, that was my hot take. That I'm done with her.
I like that hot take.
Yeah, probably not so hot. That's like a lukewarm take. I bet everyone felt that way when they were watching the show.
Like, man, she's sucky.
I was thinking, though, like, back to when she and Kim Ki-bum were in Descendants of the Sun, and they had that little moment right before Soda Young comes back. Oh, it's so good. Because I was thinking, like, oh, this is, I wonder if they have, like, they reminisce about Descendants of the Sundays together.
Oh, Song couple. Remember them?
Oh, remember them? Yikes. Am I right? No.
Yeah, this character, I don't like her as much as the Descendants character. She easily could have ended this relationship when he was mad at her and didn't really want to talk to her and told her he was mad at her. Yeah. Like, she should have just been like, okay, this is my out. I'm done. But instead, she reeled him back in. And she chased after his little van.
Yep.
And then she went and got pretend married to him.
Yep, after she was like, hey, take another month of work off. It's not like, hey, stay for another weekend.
Yeah.
No, take another whole month of, that's crazy. And he did it for her.
What's crazy is that someone could actually do that.
I know, well, I guess it helps if your dad is your boss.
But that's true.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm really excited to watch the next few episodes.
Yes, I want to see what happens next.
I feel like Minho, the police officer, I hope he's in more episodes.
Seems like he will be.
Yeah, he's great as a performer. And I'm just like, oh, it's so cool to see him not be a singer. dancer person. But I'm wondering if maybe he'll get to reunite with Kanggon.
I think so.
Through this, like...
Because I feel like if she actually gets arrested, someone's got to come and
get her.
Take her out.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I feel like she's going to call, like, either him or Renee, who... It's going to get back to him.
Yes.
Either way. And he's going to go and... There's his buddy.
Yeah. Their little bromance. Yes. So that's what I'm looking forward to. And just more story. Like, what happened? Why are you so shitty? Who hurt you?
More of how everyone is connected.
Yes.
Like, really connected.
Yeah. I was wondering when Sonyoung and Jaewon were at the police station together, I was like, are they gonna, like, hook up or something? And then it's just gonna turn into, like, a square.
Everyone's dated everyone.
Yeah, but that didn't happen. They were just both drunk and sad.
Maybe they should date.
Yeah, and they can make Uno and Kangwon jealous and do a To All the Boys They Loved Before. But then if they did that, they would end up together, so that's not what we're looking for.
Yeah.
Okay. Another shorty, but...
Yes.
But
these are shorties.
They are shorties, and I was talking really fast because I was really excited, so...
I feel ya.
Yeah. Well, I don't have a lot in other K corner, so I guess, like, I have just, fully accepted Baekhyun's enlistment because he, like, finally got the enlistment date, because everyone was just like, it's shortly after his album, but it will be in May. So, that's it. I'm just like, whatever. See you in 18 months. Oh my God. You probably don't care, but apparently it was, like, a huge thing because he's doing, like, the office job type thing, like how the Romance is a Bonus book did an office job. And I just am, like, so over people being super nosy about celebrities and stuff. Like, I feel like it's different if a celebrity has, like, a reality show, then they're, like, kind of opened, like, the Kardashians or whatever.
Yeah.
But a bunch of people were like, why? Why aren't you joining the army or the Marines or whatever? And
everyone thinks their opinion is, like, the most important thing in the fucking world.
It was crazy. And then people were, like, digging into, like, I guess his records, like, public records. And then he was like, well, shit. Yeah, guys, I have hypothyroidism, so I can't join, like, and then he had to, like, basically explain, like,
No, you don't have to explain anything.
I know, but yeah.
They can all, like, suck their own asses and fuck off, like.
I know. I was just like, he didn't have to, like, you guys fucking suck, but he was just like, yeah, it's fine. I just, am not super healthy.
Jeez.
So, that was kind of a bummer. But anyway,
I would prefer an office job.
Yeah.
If I was going to the military. Keep me in the office, please.
Yeah, I will do all the paperwork for 2 years, just. I don't want to hold a gun or run or do any of that stuff. So, yeah. I guess that's it. Do you have any other corners you want to visit?
Andrew and I are currently watching Sweet Home. We're about to watch episode 4 probably tonight. A lot of fun, really crazy, really weird. That's got some interesting visuals and textures.
Interesting.
And then we're watching this weird reality show that was suggested by my brother's partner, and she was telling us, like, it's so stupid and it's garbage, but you have to watch it. And it's called The Circle. And it's like a social media sort of like reality game show TV thing where everyone's like in their own like hotel room.
Oh, I think I've heard about this.
And they are all like talking to each other through social media, and there are catfish throughout the group, and people get like booted off and stuff. It's so fucking dumb, but oh my god, we're just like cackling with the shit these people are saying and doing, and just like howling when fucked up things happen because of like catfish and stuff. Like, it's ridiculous. And there are a bunch from like other countries as well. And I know there's one for the UK. I don't know if it's aired yet, but it has one of my favorite UK queens who was on RuPaul's Drag Race. Who's going to be a catfish on this next season.
Oh, no.
I'm like, okay, like, I'm definitely going to watch this season of the UK one. It's so weird.
Yikes.
Good garbage TV.
I like it. Yeah, I'm just trying to think. Like, I've just been binging Kim's Convenience and Great British Baking Show. And, you know, Alex and I are watching Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Crazy stuff. Fun. Yeah, other than that, I don't know. There's just so much that I want to watch and do, but then
Not
there's
enough
like
time.
No, it's just like, do I sleep? Do I exercise? Do I clean? Do I watch YouTube?
Do I just be tired?
Yeah, do I just lay in bed and think about all the options that are weighing down on me?
Yes.
And then end up going to sleep so I don't have to think. Yeah. And on that note, guys, let us know what you thought of these episodes. Do you think Uno is a piece of shit? Or will she get better? No spoilers, but let us know. And we will talk to you guys about episodes 9 and 10 next week.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Okay, drama.